Let's start with global and, of course, the commodities market this afternoon very quickly. Let's see what is happening. Gold is down this afternoon 1.05%, selling at $3,313.50 an ounce. Silver is down, copper down, platinum $966.52, and it's down 0.93%. That flip-flop from Donald Trump's tariff is hitting hard on all commodities markets. Corn is up this afternoon, $486.25. Wheat, $545.75. Cocoa, 9,000. I think cocoa is doing pretty well this afternoon, up 2.82%. Cotton, $69.36 per metric ton. Let's take you to see what global markets are looking like. Stocks, dollar eye, a weekly rise on hints of tariff relief. Now, Asians is headed for a second straight week of gains today, and the dollar for its first weekly rise in more than a month. Investors focused on signs that the United States and China were prepared to pull back from their trade war. U.S. futures were also on the rise after tech giant and Google parent Alphabet also beat profit expectations and reaffirmed the AI spending targets, pushing its shares up by 5% in after-trade hours and pulling along pairs. European futures rose 0.6%. Coincidentally, all the markets here are in green. FTSE up 0.2% on Wall Street. Overnight, investors shrugged off a mixed bag of corporate results, and the S&P 500 rose 2%. The dollar, which has taken a beating through a volatile few weeks of tariff announcements, reversals back and forth, and the flight out of the United States assets, found a footing around $1.13 per euro and 143.6 Japanese yen. In Hong Kong, the Hang Seng rose 1%. And there were small rises for mainland China, Shanghai Composite, and blue chip CSI 300. In Japan, the Nikkei was up 1.8% and has regained all its losses since Trump's announcement of the highest U.S. tariffs in 100 years levy he largely suspended, except for China and a baseline tariff of 10%. Well, markets in Australia and New Zealand were closed for a public holiday. Crude oil markets now rose for a second session today, buoyed by a potential de-escalation of the United States-China trade war. But the market was headed for a weekly decline amid concerns about oversupply. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude is up 0.51%, selling at $63.11 per barrel. Brent also sells for $66.84 with an uptick of 0.44%. Bonny Light sells for $78.62 with a downward margin of 2.84%. And OPEC basket is up 0.46%, selling for $70.26.